Hello everyone, welcome to UPSC Hub. Today's topic is salient features of the Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution is written constitution, blend of rigidity and flexibility, rule of law, parliamentary system drawn from various sources, federal system with unitary bias. Written Constitution. There are two types of constitutions: written, like the American Constitution, and unwritten, like the British Constitution. The Indian Constitution holds the title of being the world's longest and most comprehensive constitution to date. In other words, of all the written constitution in the world, the Indian Constitution is the longest. It is an extremely thorough, intricate, and extensive document. Blend of rigidity and flexibility. There are two types of constitutions, stiff and flexible. A rigid constitution, like the American Constitution, is one that must be amended through a certain process. A flexible constitution, like the British Constitution for instance, is one that can be changed in the same way that regular laws are produced. The Indian Constitution is a special illustration of how rigidity and flexibility may coexist. A constitution's amendment process determines whether it is rigid or flexible. Rule of law. The axiom states that men are not infallible and that hence people are ruled by law rather than men. The statement is essential to a democracy. The notion that the rule of law is supreme in democracy is most significant. The man component of law is custom, which is nothing more than the ordinary people's ingrained behaviors and beliefs over a lengthy period of time. Rule of law, in the end, refers to the supremacy of the collective knowledge of the people. Parliamentary system. The British parliamentary system of government has been chosen by the Indian Constitution above the American presidential system of government. The presidential system is founded on the notion of the separation of powers between the two organs, whereas the parliamentary system is based on the idea of cooperation and coordination between the legislative and executive organs. The Westminster model of governance, responsible government, and cabinet government are other names for the parliamentary system. The parliamentary system is established by the Constitution both at the centre and in the states. It is known as a prime ministerial government, since the prime minister's position has grown so important in parliamentary systems. Drawn from various sources. The majority of the provisions of the Indian Constitution were taken from other nations' constitution as well as from the Government of India Act of 1935. About 250 of the Act's provisions were included in the Constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar proclaimed with pride that the Indian Constitution was drafted after ransacking all known constitutions of the world. The Government of India Act of 1935 served as the foundation for a substantial portion of the Constitution structure provision. The Irish and American Constitution respectively served as models for philosophical section of the Constitution, the fundamental rights and the directive principle of state policy. The British Constitution served as a major inspiration for the political portion of the American Constitution, including the notion of cabinet administration and the relationship between the executive and legislative. Federal system with unitary base. A federal structure of governance is established under the Indian Constitution. Every characteristic of federation is present, including two governments, a division of powers, a written constitution, the supremacy of the constitution, its rigor, an independent judiciary, and bicameralism. KC, whereas, has alternately defined the Indian Constitution as federal in form but unitary in spirit, and quasi-federal. Thank you for watching UPSC Hub. Please like and subscribe for more content.